Yuckity yuck yuck. That's the stuff that I'm going to scrape off now. And I'm going to start at the bottom and then work my way up. If I start at the top and work my way down, I'm going to have all this stuff flying around on top of me and everything else. I'm going to try to stay behind it. I brought my nail bag down here, and I've got my putty knives here, and a little screwdriver, and my hammer, and anything else I need. See, the cardboard, 2 cardboard boxes, I just flopped them out. Now I can kind of lay down in there. I also got my little knee pad. I use that all the time. It really helps, okay? This will give me a nice little workout right here, but you know, I need a slight break, and this will give me a little bit of a break. I'll be in the shade too, and it's just before lunch, so I know I'll go for maybe an hour or so, eat lunch, rest, come back, get up all in there. I got to get this as good as I can. Okay, I'll show you. I scraped there as a little test the other day, remember? And a little bit right there. This edge. So I'll work on it and I'll show you my progress. Don't worry. Now see, I want to scrape this stuff off first. I want to get as much of it off as possible before I treat it, before I spray it with something. I don't want to spray it right now until I do the best I can with getting as much of this off first. All right? Whew. Oh, have to take a break every once in a while. I get periodic asthma, and I haven't needed to use my Pro Air for 2 or 3 months, but today, getting down in there, even with my mask and goggles on, oh, that dust. And then I thought it was okay, and I did some more, and back to the bedroom, get some more spray. Well, I just wanted to show you, you know, when I was down there, I'd have to use my mat, and I would get down there on my side, get all the way down there like this to get up in there and all. And I would move it from side to side, and then I was getting where I couldn't get up to, I couldn't reach up high enough, but then it was hard like this on my back, so I just took my 5-gallon bucket and sat on that. Like that, and scooted around. And see, I try to keep away as far as possible, but the dust and everything, even with that dust mask, I'm out of breath, and I just took some more Pro Air. But anywho, I did that, and the different putty knives. Remember, I had kind of a crummy putty knife, and this is my better one. It's a little bit straighter and sharper. I use that every once in a while, but I would start with this, scraping, and then I would even use the side of it and scrape, and then even my round one, I could get in there sideways and stuff, and this one's a lot stiffer, and I got all the way up to here, and then I thought, hey, after that, you know, let's get you in there and show you, you know, scraping it with the putty knife, you're only going to get so much. I mean, that's pretty good, but look down here. I got it way better. Now, how did I do that? Well, I'll show you here in a second. So I scraped and scraped and scraped with my scrapers. I thought, hey, wait a minute. When I clean floors, if you ever see me clean a shower, a tile floor, or anything, you'd see that I have different things I use. Sometimes I use this, and it's actually plastic bristles. Okay, I thought maybe I might use that down here, kind of like a broom or something. But then I have some metal scrapers or metal brushes. See, this is a long one. These are steel. That's a steel brush. And I actually like this one here. And then for the inside corners and stuff, I don't know if you've seen these at the store. See, here's a little one, and I can get on the inside corners, and then I can use that edge too and get right up in there. And that's how I got the stuff really super clean down there. But I used my putty knife first, and now I'm about halfway down there coming up this way, and I'm doing everything really super good. And with this brush here, look what I did over here. Okay, now see this area on the OSB, you see all the yellow in there? That's all like fungus and stuff. Now look over here. There was some all down in there. Now it's gone because I used my wire brush. See there? Look at that. See how I've got to get the OSB. I got to get this really, really good. And on the inside corners, I can use my other brush or brush it down or whatever. And I can use my other brushes. I got my Big Daddy brush here. I like that one. And I got my smaller one too. And I'm gonna do a little bit right here, and I'll do some here. See this 2x6 here? I'm not sure if I'm gonna save that one or not. I still have to check and see up in there. And see, it's also supporting this side piece, this stair riser, but I'm thinking I may have to pull that out because I've got an idea of how to install a 4x12 all the way through there. And I'll get to that another time, but that's going to entail me taking this out. And it looks like it's pretty well dry rot right up in there anyway, so I'm probably going to replace this one here. But I'll do a little test for you here, and I'll do a couple here, but I've got to get my mask back on before I do anything. And I'll be right back. Now you remember I had that black roll of stuff there that I took up that's got the little black stuff on it and the little perforated plastic deals. Of course I didn't throw that away because I'm going to reuse that. I just took it down and stored it for the time being to get it up out of here. And now I can work clean. And I use these gloves. These work pretty good. And my mask is working out just fine. And I got my goggles on and my earplugs on. And I didn't think I was going to need my goggles or my mask just to clean up this stuff, but you'd be surprised of all the dust and stuff that comes up when you're picking things up and throwing them in the bucket and coming up the ladder and throwing it in here and sifting through all this stuff down here. And I had to see this wood that's stacked up. I've literally moved that 4 times. I've moved it over, cleaned up stuff around there, moved it over here, then cleaned up really good. all that stuff was stacked out, was all thrown around over here. Threw that back over here. Move that over again so I could clean up and level out along the stem wall footing there and stuff. And you know, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But I'm feeling good because it's all nice and cleaned up. You know, it does your psyche good to keep a clean job site. You know, and I'll do that, and I especially do it at the end of each day and stuff, so I don't track it in. So I had to sweep. I swept all that. Again, I don't want to, as I'm walking through the house, I don't want to track anything in or anything of that matter. Okay? All right, time to get back to work. Now, do I usually take stuff through the house to take it to the garbage dumpster? No, but I don't feel too comfortable going down these stairs. If these stairs were okay, of course I could go down there and go and do everything outside. But until I shore this up, take this apart, shore it up, cut all that, I've got to do things slightly different, but I'm not going to let it stop me. And nothing has gotten on the floor or anything. So I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. So I got a good idea about these 2x6s. I'm going to cut them. I'm going to still use this bag, this IKEA bag. And it's got short handles on it, and it also has long handles. So I'm using the long handles. And then you can use the short handles too, but I was thinking, do I have to drag that up through the house? I'm back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I want to cut this stuff up small enough to fit into a dumpster and little pieces. And I'm going to take those pieces and I'm going to reach up, maybe get up on the ladder and just kind of stack things on the stairs. And then I can squeeze up on the steps and come up here. The only one that is slightly suspect is the top one. And then I can kind of stack things there, and then take it downstairs, put it in this transport little bag, and then I can carry them up to the garage. Even though that my dumpster's full, I can still get all that stuff out of here. I can stack it up in the garage after it's cut, or somewhere outside the garage. I don't think I'm going to leave that stuff inside the garage because there's too much junk on it. But I can leave it just outside the garage in the rocks and stuff. And then next time I've got room in the dumpster, I'll put a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. I'll be able to get that in probably two loads. Okay? So have yourself a little game plan. If you don't have a truck or a van to take the stuff to a dump, no problem.